Hi, I'm D'Alessandra Santiago, and today I will be presenting a campaign for Generic Airlines. Generic Airlines is an economy airline. The company decided on a business model that focused on no-frills flights for a very low fare. Affordable doesn't mean cheap. Family, security, and caring over profits. Since the business model is based off of no frills and low fares, we must help the general public understand that frugal does not mean cheap or bargain basement. That terrible connotation is what generic airlines must try to avoid at all costs. We must help to show them that frugality is a movement, and we are, in a sense, helping them to help themselves. Being frugal is a skill, and it takes practice and good judgment. None of us wants to watch our hard-earned money just fly out the window. Well, unless you're Oprah. She just loves giving it away. But we also don't want to be miserly. We know the value of money, and we know the importance of saving it. We know it's not just about building wealth. It's about prioritizing our spending so that we can have more of the things that we really care about. The difference between being cheap and frugal is all in the way that you think of things and what's really important to you. Those who are cheap are willing to sacrifice quality, value, and time in order to save cash. Those of us who are frugal are resourceful with our spending so we can maximize the total value, including the value of our time. We know that everyone likes to be spoiled. At Generic Airlines, we don't believe that comfort should be a luxury. We may not seem very extravagant, but we are very generous. Our brand story is what will help us connect with our audience. In order to engage them, they must relate to our story. In order to do that, we start with the plain cardboard box. What could be more generic than that, right? Wrong. With nothing more than a little imagination, boxes can be transformed into forts, houses, spaceships, or submarines, castles, even caves. Inside a big cardboard box, a child is transported to a world of his or her own, where anything is possible. We want the world to know that we are more than generic. We are more than a box. Cardboard boxes inspire creativity and imagination, and children transform and reinvent them every day. The cardboard box takes them on an adventure and helps them explore imaginary places in their mind. But more than that, playing with cardboard boxes teaches spatial awareness. The first thing little kids do when confronted with a cardboard box is try to get in. You see, in the early years, little ones spend a good deal of time getting to know their own bodies, and with that comes the question, how big am I? But they're growing, so the answer to that question just keeps changing. That's why kids are constantly testing their own size by crawling in, through, around, over, and under things. And cardboard boxes are often the perfect size for this kind of spatial exploration. In grown-up terms, this means, how much leg room will I have on this plane? Will I even fit in the seat? Cardboard boxes provide comfort and security. There's also an emotional component. Right from the start, children are soothed by the sense of being bundled up or embraced in mommy's arms. This need for denning continues throughout childhood. I would probably say throughout life, because in many ways, it's a subconscious return to the comfort of the womb. Turning a box into a plaything is also an eco-friendly, waste not, want not type of thing. Cardboard boxes have engaged children for hours for minimal cost and minimal impact on the planet. We want our clients to begin to associate our brand with these feelings and build on the positive correlation between generic airlines and a generic cardboard box. Our clients and our employees will play a huge part in our brand story. To do this, we will introduce a simple clothespin. In each seat pocket, there will be a small clothespin airplane. After our flight attendants go through the safety procedures, our captain will inform our guests of it. They will be invited to take the plane with them when they depart and share their trip with us. Kind of like the traveling gnome, but instead of just pictures of the airplane, our guests may also share with us pictures of themselves with that airplane. The pictures will be shared on social media and used in our advertising campaigns. Also, during each flight, a scrolling gallery of pics will be shown. Our employees will help to continue to build our brand by showing our clients that they are more than just mere employees, that they are our travel companions, our buddies, and our friends. We will showcase them with our clothespin airplane as they travel the world making new friends. We will use traditional media assets to help bring our story to life. Television commercials will be primary. This outlet will be focused on brand awareness. It will showcase children playing with a generic cardboard box. It would build on the theory that the box is not just a box. For this first commercial, we wouldn't push the airline. We want to have the client watching and subconsciously build the associations. The end of the spot will say nothing more than Generic Airlines, more than just a box. A second television commercial would again feature the children playing with a box. This time, they are learning spatial awareness. The commercial will jump to that child grown up and getting on a plane. We will showcase our large overhead bins and how much legroom is provided. A third commercial will feature our flight attendants and build on the theory that they are being more than just employees. It will show them in various places around the world taking photos with their clothespin airplane. This commercial will showcase brand awareness by showing our various stops around the globe. A fourth commercial would be a radio spot. Since it's hard to draw the visual of a box on the radio, this commercial would focus on saving money, freedom from the purse strings. It would play on how affordable does not mean cheap, telling of all the amenities that are still available to you when you use Generic Airlines. Social media initiatives will also be used to provide engagement and spread our story, some of which would be QR ads and check-ins. What we will do is provide a little gamification by creating sporadic scavenger hunts. When you find and scan the QR code, you will automatically check in to that spot via the mobile site. The client will be able to collect various badges, and these badges will eventually link to prizes. This particular initiative will tie into our print and digital display ads. Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest will be used for the pictures that our guests will share with us of them and/or our clothespin airplane. There will be no prize associated with this medium. We will count on the fact that people love to see themselves. This medium is also a way for us to have instant communication with our clients. It will also provide the photo stories for our advertisements and the scrolling gallery on our planes. Facebook would be used for storytelling. We will invite our guests to create their own cardboard airplane and post a picture of themselves in it. The photo should be accompanied by a short story of them playing with a box or a time when they really wanted something they couldn't afford and had to settle on a generic version, and why that version was so much better than the original. Random winners of this ongoing storytelling will be chosen for a prize. Generic Airlines. Affordable doesn't mean cheap.